All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at an AI that's doing something pretty fascinating. It's not just trying to manage one of the world's oldest industries. It's actually designed to build careers inside of it. We're going to break down CDC MAΗTRE AI and really dig into how it could completely change the game for hospitality.
And this quote from the source material absolutely nails the core problem. In any restaurant, any hotel, that human connection is everything. Your staff is the experience. But, and this is the big but, that exact asset is caught in this relentless cycle of high turnover. And that makes training people well incredibly hard and super expensive. So, this leads to what you could call the hospitality paradox. Your biggest strength, your people, is also your biggest headache, right? I mean, how do you pour time and money into training someone who might be gone in just a few months? That is the exact puzzle that CDC MAΗTRE AI was built to solve.
Just think about how it's usually done. You're handed a dry manual or you sit through some boring training session that feels totally separate from your actual job. It's a chore. The big idea here is that this system doesn't treat training like some special event. No, it weaves it right into the daily grind, making it happen in the moment when it actually matters.
So how does it actually do that? Well, it all starts with its first big feature, giving every single staff member their own personal AI mentor that provides real-time coaching right when they need it the most.
Now this is where the tech gets really cool. It's powered by something called paralinguistic AI. So this isn't about just listening to the words you say. This AI is listening to the music of your voice, your tone, your rhythm, and most importantly, any little hesitation or jitter that hints you're not feeling confident.
And here's a perfect example of how that plays out. So picture this. A server is trying to recommend a nice, expensive bottle of wine. The AI picks up on that tiny bit of hesitation in their voice, it recognizes it as low confidence, and boom, it instantly pushes a quick 60-second coaching drill to their device to help them build up that confidence for the very next table.
The source material has this fantastic way of putting it. It's like having a world-class sommelier whispering in your ear. And that's the real magic. This isn't your manager pulling you aside and correcting you in front of everyone. It's a private, supportive coach giving you exactly what you need to hear, right in that critical moment.
But it's not just reacting to mistakes. The system is also proactive. It uses data like this thing called the Payday Pulse to predict when customers with more money to spend are likely to show up. So before a crazy Friday night, it might send a vintage masterclass module to a newer server, getting them ready for a big sales opportunity they would have otherwise totally missed. It's all about setting them up to win. Okay, so that individual coaching is just one piece of the puzzle. The system then takes all that data and uses it to motivate the whole team, basically by turning service into a competitive, data-driven game.
And the results? Well, they happen fast. The source claims this system can take someone who just started, a totally entry-level server, and turn them into a high-commission sales pro in a matter of weeks. Just think about that. That's a career path that usually takes years to walk. It's a massive shortcut.
And here's the engine behind it. The AI is connected to the sales system, so every single time a server successfully upsells a customer, it gets tracked. All of that feeds into a personal upselling score. All of a sudden, your performance isn't just a manager's opinion. It's a clear, live number that you can actually control shift by shift.
This chart just lays out the shift perfectly. You're going from these slow, once-a-year reviews to a real-time score. You're going from waiting around for a promotion to moving up based on skills you can actually prove. And you're swapping those dusty old training manuals for coaching that happens right in the middle of the action. It completely rewrites the rules of the job.
So, for the business, the big payoff here is that this helps solve the service gap. You know, that drop in quality you get when you're short-staffed or have a bunch of new people on the floor. This AI basically acts as a safety net, making sure that even a team of fresh faces can perform like a crew of seasoned veterans. Now, MAΗTRE AI isn't just about building up the staff. That's only half the equation. There's a whole other side to this thing that's all about protecting the business's bottom line. And it does that with a feature called Maître Vision. You can think of it like an AI auditor. Staff just use a device camera to scan the expensive stuff. We're talking top-shelf liquor, fancy steaks, you name it. And the AI takes it from there. It's a really powerful way to stop loss from happening, whether it's an accident or not.
The logic is super simple, but it's also kind of brilliant. The AI does a scan and sees, okay, there are 12 bottles of this gin on the shelf. Then it checks the sales data and sees that 10 bottles were sold.
The math doesn't add up, so it immediately flags that 2 bottles are missing and sends an alert straight to the manager.
But here's the real kicker. It doesn't just tell you there's a problem. The system automatically digs through the security footage and bookmarks the exact clip from around the time the item vanished. I mean, that saves managers hours of mind-numbing work trying to find the right footage.
So, when you put these two huge pieces together, the AI mentor building up your people from the inside, and the AI vision protecting your assets from the outside, you get what the source is calling a whole new deal for the hospitality industry. It's really positioned as the ultimate win-win.
And let's just break down that win-win. For the owners, it's pretty clear. You protect your profits from disappearing stock, and you make more money from a smarter sales team. For the staff, they get elite, on-the-job training that makes them way more skilled and way more valuable on the job market. The whole idea is to create a workplace that works better for everybody.
And that really circles back to the core idea of this whole system. This isn't just another tool for managers to keep track of stuff. By baking training, motivation, and actual skill building right into the job itself, CDC MAIT becomes a genuine career builder. Which kind of leaves us with one last really interesting question to chew on. If this kind of AI can turn a server into a sales professional in a matter of weeks, what other job is next? What other entire industry is about to get a similar transformation?